Welcome to Massanutten Regional Library's online story time. I'm Mr. Randy. We're going to begin our story time with one song this morning. Spaghetti Legs by Jim Gill. Legs were made of spaghetti. I'll tell you what I would do. I'd wiggle and wiggle and wiggle and jiggle and hope that your arms met. Now your arms are made of spaghetti. My arms were made of spaghetti. I'll tell you what I would do. I'd wiggle and wiggle and jiggle and my neck was... Can you find your neck? Find your neck. Wiggle your neck. My neck was made of spaghetti. I'll tell you what I would do. I'd wiggle and shake and jiggle and... Now your fingers are made of spaghetti. You find your... Fingers were made of spaghetti. I'll tell you what I would do. I'd wiggle and shake and jiggle and... Now your whole body is made of spaghetti. Can you move your whole body? My whole body was made of spaghetti. I'll tell you what I would do. Wiggle and shake and jiggle and hope that yours was not too. One big wiggle. Wonderful job waking up. Now I'd like your help with 5 hats. So can you show me one finger? One finger. One little kid on a sunny day put on her hat and went out to play. 2 little kids heard the singing of a lark, put on their hats and went to the park. 3 little kids, when the sky was blue, put on their hats and went to the zoo. 4 little kids by the kitchen door put on their hats and went to the store. 5 little kids on a sunny day nodded their heads and went to play. We're going to be reading some stories about hats. The first story we're going to read is called The Pink Hat by Andrew Joyner. You can see the little girl's beautiful pink hat. First, there wasn't a hat. Then, there was. Looks like perhaps a grandmother's knitting the hat. It was a pink hat, a cozy pink hat. That is until a cat grabbed the hat. It was a fun hat, a fun pink hat. That is until some children found the hat. It was a hard-to-reach hat, a hard-to-reach pink hat. That is until a baby caught the hat. It was a warm hat, a warm pink hat. That is until a dog swiped the hat. It was a speedy hat, a speedy pink hat. That is until a girl saved the hat and took it home. The girl washed the hat and dried the hat and wore the hat. She wore it again and again and again. That is until she wore her pink hat and everyone else wore one too. They have all kinds of signs with their pink hats. Hear our voice, think pink, women's rights are human's rights, girl power, love and hope, we the people, the future is feminist. The end. The second hat story that I would like your help with today is Where's Mary's Hat by Baru. Mary's favorite hat was missing. How strange, said Mary. I'm sure I left it right here. Mary set out to find her hat. Before long, she saw a stork. Hello, said Mary. I'm afraid I lost my hat. Have you seen it? No, said the stork, but if you hurry, you might ask the goldfish before he leaves on vacation. Mary hurried to find the goldfish. "Excuse me," she said, "did you happen to see a lost hat?" "No," said the goldfish, "but you could ask the elephant." Mary walked until she found the elephant. "Pardon me," said Mary, "I'm afraid I lost my hat. Have you seen it?" "No," said the elephant, "but keep an eye out for the beaver. He might know something." Mary looked around. "Hello up there," she called. "Did you happen to see a lost hat?" "No," yelled the beaver, "but I see a chicken over the next hill. Ask him." Soon Mary met up with the chicken. "Pardon me," she said, "I'm afraid I lost my hat. Have you seen it?" "No," said the chicken, "but you could check with the pig." "Sorry to interrupt," said Mary. "Did you happen to see a lost hat?" "No," said the pig, "but have you asked the kangaroo?" The kangaroo was practicing his bunt. "Excuse me," Mary said, "I'm afraid I lost my hat. Have you seen it?" "No," said the kangaroo, "but maybe the monkeys can help you." "Good day," said Mary. "Did you happen to see a lost hat?" "Sorry," said the monkeys, "but the rabbit might have. Ask him." Mary found the rabbit making a pit stop. "Hello," she said, "I'm afraid I lost my hat. Have you seen it?" "No," said the rabbit, "but have you asked the toucan yet?" Mary walked along until she saw the toucan. "Excuse me," she said, "have you seen a lost hat?" "Afraid not," said the toucan, "but maybe the bees know where it is." The bees were warming up when Mary found them. "Hello," she said, "I've lost my hat. Have you seen it?" "No," said the bees, "but the penguins might be able to help you." Dance lessons were in full swing when Mary saw the penguins. "Pardon me," she called, "has anyone seen a lost hat?" "No," said the penguins, "but check with the bear. He might know something." "Hello," said Mary when she saw the bear. "I've looked everywhere for my lost hat. Have you seen it?" "No," said the bear, "I'm afraid not." "But what do you think of my new kite?" "Is that a kite?" No, that kite turned out to be Mary's hat. Where's Mary's hat? Mary's hat was being used for a kite. And the last story I would like us to share at this time is called Harold Loves His Woolly Hat by Vern. Kousky. Harold loves to wear his woolly hat, even in the summertime. He wears it when he goes to school. He wears it when he goes to sleep. Harold even wears his woolly hat when he takes his monthly bath. When Harold wears his woolly hat, he knows he is a special bear, different from all the other bears. Then one day, a crow swoops down and steals Harold's woolly hat. "Now I look just like all the other bears," thinks Harold. "How will anyone know that I'm a very special bear?" Harold has to win back his woolly hat. He gathers up some wriggly worms and says to the crow, "Let's trade." The crow swoops down and takes the worms and flies them to its nest. "Now please give me back my woolly hat," shouts Harold. But the crow only replies, "Caw, caw, caw." So Harold tries to make another trade. "Here are some tasty blueberries for you." The crow swoops down and takes the berries and flies them to its nest. "Now please give me back my woolly hat." Again, the crow just replies, "Caw, caw, caw." "What a greedy little crow," growls Harold. "I'll never win back my woolly hat." Then he remembers his secret collection of shiny things. "Here you go, you mean old crow. I've got the perfect trade for you." The crow swoops down and takes the things and flies them to its nest. "Now will you give me back my woolly hat?" Harold's getting angry. Once more, the crow only replies, "Caw, caw, caw." There's just one thing left for Harold to do. He hides behind a rock and waits until the crow flies away. Then he sneaks over to the tree, climbs up to the tippy top, and sees 3 baby crows sleeping on his hat. Harold tucks the crows in tight, then quietly climbs down from the nest. Even without my woolly hat, he whispers, I'm still a very special bear. A helpful bear named Harold. He's even getting some honey for the crow. The end. I would like you to help me with our rhyme. Hats on, everyone. This is going to talk about police officers, firefighters, marchers in a band, astronauts, farmers, artists, and kids. Hats on police officers, starchy and blue. Hats on firefighters, shiny and new. Spray your hose, water hose. Shh. Hats on marchers in a band. Hats on astronauts when they land. Hats on farmers made of straw. Shovel some hay. Hats on artists when they draw. Draw a smiley face. Hats on kids out in the sun. Thank you for joining us for our first Hats story time. See you later.